Welcome to my concise and straight-to-the-point comparison of the Redmi Note 13 Pro versus Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. First of all, the 13 Pro is cheaper as the pricing starts at about 325 euros in the EU, whereas the Pro Plus costs about 450 euros. The price difference is significant in Europe, but it may be different in your region. Both phones look nice and the build quality is excellent, but there are significant design differences. The 13 Pro features a more rectangular design with a flat Gorilla Glass 5 cover display and a flat backplate that is made either of plastic or glass. Xiaomi has yet to list the material publicly. Either way, the backplate feels robust and it is nice to the touch. The same can be said about the plastic frame. The 13 Pro Plus looks and feels like a more expensive device, but it is slightly heavier. It has a curved Gorilla Glass Victus covered screen and a curved backplate that is made of unspecified glass. The frame is made of plastic, but it feels like a good imitation of metal. Both phones feel nice in the hand, but I prefer the Pro Plus due to the curved back and rounded edges. The 13 Pro has an IP54 certification, which protects the phone from accidental water splashes, whereas the 13 Pro Plus has an IP68 certification, which allows you to submerge the device underwater. Both phones have 6.67-inch AMOLED screens and both look very good. However, the 13 Pro Plus excels in peak brightness, it has a higher resolution, and it is a higher quality display overall. However, the 13 Pro's display also has an excellent quality panel, especially considering the significant price difference compared to the 13 Pro Plus, so this should not be the deciding factor for you. The advantage of the 13 Pro, it still has a headphone jack, whereas the 13 Pro Plus lacks this feature. In addition, both phones have dual SIM card trays, but only the 13 Pro has a micro SD card slot. Both phones have NFC, IR blaster, fast and accurate under-the-screen fingerprint readers, and dual speakers. However, the 13 Pro Plus has a noticeably better sound quality. Here is a quick audio test. The Redmi Note 13 Pro has a MediaTek Helio G99 Ultra CPU, whereas the 13 Pro Plus uses a more powerful MediaTek Dimensity 7200 Ultra chipset. My 13 Pro unit has 8GB of RAM and the 13 Pro Plus has 12GB of RAM. For day-to-day usage, both phones are fast and responsive. They run on the same MIUI 14 that is based on Android 14. At the moment, Xiaomi has reserved their HyperOS for more expensive phones, but to be honest with you, the essence is the same. You get all the familiar features and customization options Xiaomi phones have been famous for a long time. If you love playing 3D games on a phone, the 13 Pro Plus is a better option as the graphics look better, loading times are faster, and gameplay is a little smoother. On the other hand, the 13 Pro handles the same 3D games really well. That means that if you plan to play games occasionally, this cheaper device will work just fine. Now a quick word from the channel sponsor. Obsbot Tiny 2 is an AI-powered PTZ 4K webcam that is loaded with features. First of all, it features this gimbal-like design, meaning that it can physically track your movement in real time. Opposed to the digital sensor crop used in more basic webcams, the Tiny 2's horizontal and vertical axis move mechanically. In addition, the Tiny 2 houses a massive 1 to 1.5-inch CMOS sensor with dual native ISO that captures excellent quality 4K video with plenty of detail and good low-light performance. The AI-powered tracking system allows zooming at the same time, and I found this feature to be working seamlessly. The autofocus is probably the fastest I've seen on any webcam, and it works great with faces and objects. One of the highlights, gesture and voice control, which work surprisingly well in practice. While controlling the camera with gestures is very convenient, voice control is my favorite. You can wake up or put the camera to sleep, start tracking, zoom in or out, and so on. Here is a quick test. Sleep, Tiny. Track me. Check out the video description to find the best deals and the product link for more information. Both devices ship with triple camera systems with a 200-megapixel sensor at the core, an 8-megapixels wide-angle shooter, and a 2-megapixels macro lens. On the front, both devices have 16-megapixel snappers. In addition to the wide angle and the main camera, the native camera app allows you to capture 2x and 4x sensor crop zoom images. Both devices produce very good quality daylight photos, but the 13 Pro Plus excels in quite a few areas. The wide-angle shots look very similar, but some images look sharper on the 13 Pro Plus. Also, the Plus model has better image processing if we look at the images taken with the main camera. Further, the photos usually have more detail and sharpness, and they simply have a better overall look for my taste. The same qualities apply to 2x and 4x sensor crop images. The Plus model produces better quality shots, and that's especially obvious in 2x zoom images, as they look surprisingly great as if they were taken with an optical zoom lens. Night mode is available on the wide angle, the main camera, and in 2x sensor crop zoom modes. When it comes to low light image quality, the 13 Pro Plus may be more consistent, but the 13 Pro's camera also produces good quality photos. In fact, some of the shots may even look better, but it all comes down to personal preference. Macro image quality is just average on both devices due to the low megapixel count of the sensor. Surprisingly, the 13 Pro Plus produces much better quality selfies and selfie portraits, even though on paper it looks like that they have the same sensors. I prefer the image processing and the overall look on the 13 Pro Plus. Besides, I somehow got quite a few blurry selfies with the 13 Pro, whereas all the pictures taken with the Pro Plus came out nice and sharp. The Pro Plus takes better quality nice selfies and selfie portraits. The images usually look sharper. The Redmi 13 Pro produces good quality 1080p 30fps video. It is nice, stable and smooth. The 60fps footage looks pretty good too, but it lacks image stabilization. The Redmi 13 Pro Plus excels in video recording department, as it can shoot videos in 4K 30fps. The footage is stable and smooth, and it has a lot more detail than the 1080p video. Also, 1080p 60fps footage is stabilized compared to the 13 Pro. The 13 Pro Plus records much better quality 1080p 30fps video with a front-facing camera. The footage is more detailed. Both phones' selfie cameras can record 1080p 60fps footage. The 13 Pro Plus produces better quality video. However, both phones lack image stabilization in this mode. For the audio quality, hear it yourself.
This is 1080p 30fps video. This is 1080p 30fps video.
Battery life is comparable on both devices, as they have 5000 mAh units. You should expect to use each phone for at least 1 day if you are a heavy user, and up to 2 days if you use the phone mostly for the basic stuff. However, the 13 Pro Plus ships with a super fast 120 watts charger that fully charges the phone in about 25 minutes, whereas the 13 Pro ships with a 67 watts charger that fully charges the phone in 49 minutes. It's nice to see that both phones ship with protective cases in the retail box. Neither phone has wireless charging. In conclusion, the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus is a more expensive, but it is a significantly better phone. It has a nicer and more premium design with IP68 certification, it has a better display, a more powerful chipset, better cameras, faster charging, and better loudspeakers. On the other hand, the Redmi Note 13 Pro is a nearly excellent phone considering the massive price difference, at least here in Europe. I like its design, the display is very good, the phone performs great on a daily basis, and it can handle most of the 3D games, the cameras are pretty good, the battery life is great, and it has a few extras like a headphone jack and a micro SD card slot. At the end of the day, if money is not important to you, the Redmi Note 13 Pro Plus is a clear winner, but if you're looking for the best bang for your buck, the Redmi Note 13 Pro is one of the best budget phones out there. Which phone would you pick? Tell me in the comment section down below. Also, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.